Hey there. So, are you trying to wrap your head around a tough new subject? Well, today we're going to unlock a seriously powerful AI-driven method that helps you go way beyond just memorizing stuff. We're talking about getting a real, deep understanding. And if you're a student, this is about to become your new secret weapon. You know that feeling, right? We've all been there. You're staring at a page, you've read the same paragraph like 5 times, and it just will not click. It's that feeling of being totally swamped by an idea, and it's just so frustrating. So, what we're talking about is a total transformation. On the one hand, you've got that frustrating loop of confusion, cramming facts just for a test, and then poof, it's all gone a week later. But where we're headed is a completely different world, a place of deep understanding, where things are actually easy to remember, and that knowledge sticks with you for the long haul. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with what I call the learning fog. Then I'll introduce you to your new AI tutor. After that, we'll get into the simplification secret, walk through a super practical 4-step system, and wrap up with how you can master this whole method. Let's do it. Okay, first things first. We need to reframe how we think about AI for learning. This isn't about cheating or finding shortcuts. Nope. This is about having your own personal tutor. A tutor that's on call 24/7, has literally infinite patience, and is 100% focused on helping you get it, in whatever way works best for you. So what kind of tools are we talking about here? Well, things like ChatGPT or even the AI built right into Notion are absolutely perfect for this. What makes them so great is that they can take huge, complicated topics and explain them in a million different ways. That makes them the ideal sidekick for what we're trying to do. All right, now for the real secret sauce. The magic behind this whole method really just boils down to 2 incredibly simple but seriously powerful techniques, ELI 5 and analogies. Let's break down what they are and why they work so darn well. First up, we've got ELI 5, and yes, that literally stands for Explain Like I'm 5. The idea here is to basically tell the AI, okay, cut out all the jargon, all the complicated stuff, and just give me the absolute simplest core idea. You know, like saying the internet is a big web that connects computers so they can talk. It's a perfect, rock-solid foundation to start building on. Next up, analogies. This is an absolute game changer. It's all about connecting that new, tricky concept to something you already know and understand really well. You know, like saying the brain is like a computer. Instantly, you have a mental hook, a familiar framework to start hanging all this new information on. And listen, this isn't just a clever trick. It actually taps right into how our brains are designed to learn. Analogies literally build a bridge from something familiar to something new and unknown. And that bridge makes brand new ideas feel way less scary and helps them stick in your memory so much better. Okay, so we have our tools. Now let's put them into a simple, actionable system. I call this the quest map. It's a repeatable 4-step process you can use to tackle literally any concept, no matter how impossible it seems at first. Here's how it works. Step 1, just ask the AI to explain the concept simply. Step 2, go even simpler. Ask for that ELI 5 version to really get to the core. Step 3, and this part's key, ask for an analogy or a real-life example to build that bridge. And only when you have that solid foundation do you go to step 4 and say, okay, now explain this in detail. You see what we're doing? We're building up from simple to complex, step by step. Now, that all sounds good in theory, right? But let's actually put it to the test with a concept that trips up a lot of people: electricity.
So imagine you run your prompts, and the AI spits this back at you. Boom, right there. That one sentence does more for you than an entire textbook chapter. We can all picture water in pipes, and just like that, abstract things like voltage and current suddenly feel tangible. You can almost see them in your head.
Okay, so you've got the system, but to really become a master at this, we've got to go over a few more things. In this last section, we'll look at some common mistakes you want to avoid, and then some pro tips to really take your learning to the next level. So let's talk about some common traps. First big one, don't just memorize the analogy. Remember, it's the boat to get you to the island. It's not the island itself. Another mistake is stopping too soon, after the simple part. You have to push through to the details. Also, be specific. Vague questions get you vague, unhelpful answers. And hey, if an analogy doesn't make sense to you, tell the AI, ask for a different one. Now, if you want to get really good at this, here are some pro tips. Always complete the whole cycle, the ELI 5, the analogy, and the detailed explanation. Also, ask for a few different analogies. Sometimes the second or third one is the one that really makes the light bulb go on. And try to connect the new idea to your own life. That makes it personal, which makes it stick. And finally, the ultimate test of understanding,
try to teach it to someone else. If you can do that, you've absolutely nailed it.
So there you have it. This is so much more than a study hack. It's a system you can use for life. It's a way to take that tangled up knot of confusion and turn it into that awesome feeling of clarity and confidence, the feeling of truly getting it.
So, I'll leave you with a question. Think about that one subject that's always been your personal Everest, that one concept that's always felt just out of your grasp. You have the tools now, so what are you going to conquer first?
एक कदम विकसित भारत की ओर